Here we are again. I know it's been a while since we did this. So we'll just give it a few minutes and see who all comes in. If I can even read the chat. Jeez. All right. I could sing to you. It would run everybody off, I think. So we won't sing. Hey, Ella, Michelle, how are you guys doing? Hi, Anne. We're going to try and do something today. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see what happens. And I can hardly see the chat way over there, so I'm going to have to pull it a little bit closer. I'm okay. I've been to the doctor a couple of times, and they're just trying to figure out what's going on. So we will just hang out here. I think that is what's bugging me. Yeah, that's better. See if some more peeps will come in, and then we'll get started. Oh, thanks, Michelle. I appreciate that. It was crazy last night. They had called us the day before and said that they were going to turn off the electricity for about 6 hours last night for some maintenance work or something. And oh my gosh, when the lights went out and there was absolutely no lights, it was crazy. I mean, it was really dark 30 out here. It just was so weird not to see any street lights, house lights, nothing. I haven't seen the cardiologist yet, Anne, but I think that the gal I went over to the clinic, I think she's setting up those appointments. So, hey, Kat, how are you doing? Yeah, I had a real hard time with it. I didn't get to sleep until the lights came back on at 2:30. I'm so glad they came on earlier. Ugh. I just don't do good in the dark. I don't know whether it's because I'm a little bit claustrophobic or what the hell. I don't know. But I just don't like it. That's why I don't understand when they do the sleep studies. There's Vicky. Hi, Vicky.
Hi.
I don't like it. Hi. How are you doing? When they do the sleep studies,
I think you need
Vicky.
to.
Hi, Vicky.
Hi.
I
think you either need to shut off Facebook or shut off YouTube. I'm not sure. I think you need to. Hi.
Somebody.
Shut off Facebook or shut off YouTube.
It's not me, Vicky.
It's gotta be me. Shauna said I have to shut something off.
Yeah. You got to close the other window.
Okay, I closed it.
Sounds better.
How are you feeling today, love? You look really tired today.
We like you, but we don't want to hear you 3 times in a row.
Or it will be good, huh?
Yeah. Oh, I'm doing okay. I just, getting there. Hey, Ricardo, how are you doing? So I hadn't been on in so long.
Sunday.
Hi, sweetie. I thought I'd try and get something done. I feel like a slug not working, so I need to do something, guys. So we're gonna try this Tufa stone casting again.
Okay.
I've got, let me click over to the other camera. That one. Okay. All right. So, and we'll do this. I started just to see how it's going to work out, but I don't know if you guys, yeah, you can see that. I started on doing a cross, my infamous cross that I have not gotten done yet. So we're going to try and get that done today. So how are you doing, Vicki? Is your wrist doing any better?
Yes, I am doing so much better. I can't even begin to tell you. I do still have some healing pain every once in a while, especially if I try to turn my wrist the wrong way. But I'm feeling so much better, so much better. I know everybody has been praying, and I thank everybody for the prayers. It's what's gotten me through all this. So yes,
That's cool.
I'm on the mend.
I'm glad to hear that you're doing
Yeah.
better. Yeah, they're trying to figure out what's going on with me. They're thinking that it's pulmonary arterial hypertension, whatever the hell that is.
So blood pressure issues?
In my lungs.
Got you. Pulmonary. Okay.
Yeah. It's
so what kind of treatment are they besides oxygen 24/7?
well, I think they're going to schedule a heart cath for me, where they go in and they measure the pressure inside of my heart. You know, they go in through your groin or something and measure. So
and you have to lay flat for several hours afterwards because you have an extreme headache. They did that to my dad.
I don't know. I hope I don't have an extreme anything, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess what it is it's the narrowing of the small blood vessels in your lungs. And then it causes your heart to work harder to get the blood through to oxygenate your.
And on top of that, you've got a leaky valve.
Yeah, I do have a leaky valve. So there you go. I'm just falling apart. That's what happens when you get old. You just fall the hell apart.
So much for our golden years, huh, Sandy?
Oh, man. Golden hell. These are more like lead.
Yeah. I feel you.
Like lead. Yeah. So,
Ricardo says he's had it done. He's had it done.
oh, okay.
Went through the femoral artery.
Yeah. Yeah. I've had, where they go in. Well, when I had an ablation, they went in through the femoral artery. And so, it's not that bad. It sounds worse than it is, I think. So
Ann wants to know if that carves like plaster.
pretty much. It has the texture of like pumice.
Okay.
It's gritty. If I would keep rubbing against it with my hand, I would wear it raw, probably.
Right. What we ladies use to take the calluses off the bottom of our feet.
Okay. Yeah. There you go.
Pamela's in the house.
All right. Are you, where is she? Is she in?
Yeah, well, she's not in the chat, but she's here. She just said hello.
Oh, okay. Well, the address is in your messenger if you want to join us. You want to be a member?
Anne wants to know if the cast has a gritty surface.
Yeah, it will. So you can either, yeah, uh, grind it down, smooth it down with, I have a grinding wheel, so that's what I use. Or
Okay.
you can just leave it natural.
Okay.
So I'm not quite sure how great this is going to turn out, guys, but we're just going to do it anyway. Because guess what? With this stuff,
Practice makes perfect, right?
if it doesn't work, you can always melt it down again. Yay. So, there are no mistakes. There's just opportunities to learn.
Exactly.
And after 43 years of this, I am still learning, guys. Have not arrived by any means. So,
I'm just mesmerized by sitting here watching you do that.
okay.
I don't know if I could try my hand at that or not. I don't know if I could. It'd be interesting to try, though.
Yeah. I mean, what the heck?
Right? That's going to be a pretty cross, too.
Well, maybe, maybe not. We'll see what I do to it in the end. I have gotten all the way to the end of some pieces and managed to screw them up. So,
It happens.
yep.
It happens. Hey, buddy.
So I heard a
It says he has the perfect cross for you, and he'll send you the drawing through Facebook.
Okay, cool. Always looking for ideas, guys. Always looking for ideas. Okay.
Sandy and I were chatting on the phone one night, and she said, "You just made me think of an idea."
You forced me to think.
I wasn't sure if that was a good thing or a bad thing.
On the camera with this deal, but it's not quite doing what I want it to do, but that's all right. We'll get it. This too shall work out.
Yeah, she's running in slow motion today, Sosie, but she's moving.
Yeah. Hi, Sosie. I'm felt like such a slug. I needed to get something accomplished, done.
Kenneth is on here too.
I
She said she
can't.
used to go down the street as a child and get sandstone and sculpt pieces for hours, and then she'd go back down the street for more stone.
Yep. This is very similar to sandstone. Very similar. So we're just, and then what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to try and cast it today also, guys. So I'm going to probably take a little break in between carving it and then casting it, because I got to get Kent to probably take the tanks outside so that I can do it outside. I really don't want to burn the house down.
Oh, for sure.
That would be a bummer, that would kind of ruin my day.
We'd have that fifth wheel up to Farron, Utah.
Yeah, really. Forget it, Vicki. Oh dear. Yeah. Oh gosh. I wish I had just a hair more energy, but I
Yeah.
think we're gonna.
You take vitamin B12, Sandy?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yep, I do. Yeah, I think it's just a lack of oxygen. I went to the clinic again yesterday, and when I got to the clinic, um, my O2 saturation was 81, and my blood pressure was 88 over 71.
Wow.
So, needless to say, I didn't have much energy.
Right. Kenneth says, want more energy? Get some spirulina. I hope I didn't slaughter that.
Spirulina, huh?
Spirolina is the spelling. So, yeah, she said it gives you more energy for sure. She uses it for her shortness of breath.
Okay. Well, they hooked me up with the guy bought a concentrator over yesterday, and then he bought a little portable concentrator that's I don't know, it can't be more than about 4 pounds, I think. So
You can
that's
carry
gonna
it when
be,
you go out. Yeah.
yeah, better than carrying those great big tanks and hauling them
Oh
around,
my gosh, yes. Even
schlepping
if
them
you
in and
have
out
it
of the
on wheels, it's still
car.
inconvenient.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. So hopefully that's gonna work out for me.
Okay, well, good.
Mm,
Yeah, I knew once the doctor diagnosed it, then your oxygen would go through your insurance. So that's a blessing.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Medicare's paying for it now, and um, Kent's picking up some medication for me this morning. I don't
Whew.
know what it's for.
Jennifer said her portable concentrator cost her $2,300. Medicare wouldn't pay for it.
Wow, wow. Oh,
I find that hard to believe given how you've got a breathing issue. That's crazy.
yeah. Um, yeah, that really is crazy. Um,
She said
they,
the home one cost her 1,000. So between the two of them, she paid 3,300. That's
uh,
just crazy.
yeah, because they brought out a home concentrator and this portable one.
Well, they got you set up then, so great.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it's like different time frames is why they wouldn't pay for it maybe back then. I don't know when you got yours.
Well, I don't know.
Medicare never ceases to amaze me how they decide what they will pay for and what they won't pay for.
Yeah, they definitely try and play God.
Yes. Oh, and Shelly just got her notice. That had been happening to me for a while too, but you know what I did? I went in and clicked on subscribe and unsubscribed and then subscribed again, and then it I don't know what the problem was.
Did it clear it up?
But yeah, it cleared it up.
Huh. I think I've heard that from other people too, is that
Yeah.
if you go and
Mhm.
unsubscribe and then subscribe, it works out a
Yeah,
little better. Or you get the notices.
sooner.
Yeah.
And also, I think it depends on what videos you watch first. It'll throw those videos up to you first.
Huh.
The ones that are the most recent, or the ones that you see the most.
Yeah.
Because there are people that I have linked on and I have liked and I've subscribed to them, but they don't put out content very often, or it's something totally different from what we do.
Uh-huh.
So I just can't figure out how they configure their, I mean, it is true. Jeffree Star showed up in my feed, and so I watched him, and then lo and behold, I ended up getting like 50. I liked him, and I subscribed to him, and I left a message, and it was highlighted up at the top. It was pinned up at the top of his comments for that day, and I
Huh.
was just tickled pink. Yeah, and I gained like 50 subscribers. Of course, they
Oh,
may
yeah.
go away because they might have just subscribed and they'll never jump on my channel again, and that's how YouTube takes them away if they just subscribe to you and never go back to you again. That's they
Yeah.
feel that you purchased, you know.
Oh,
That's why
gee.
they gave you that big hassle right before you got your
Yeah.
numbers. And I have United Healthcare through Medicare, and I absolutely love it. It was not available in Virginia, not the same plan. So it's lucky that I'm in Arizona. I have so many more benefits than I ever did in Virginia or Pennsylvania for that matter. So, yeah, I'm going to be very hard pressed whenever it comes time to leave Arizona. I might have to think a little bit about it.
Yeah. At our age, healthcare is
It's very
very
important.
important.
Let me tell you something. I will be honest when I say my marriage would have ended 2.5 years sooner if I had just let it go when there was a domestic issue and police were involved.
Uh,
Um, yeah, I should have just let it go and let that happen, but I needed the double coverage for the insurance.
oh, yeah. That's,
And that was the main reason why, it lasted another 2.5 years because I needed that double coverage. They were giving me a chemotherapy once a month that cost, what was it, Shauna? $20,000 for 1, 2, or 3 hour dosage. It was
wow.
medicine. They hooked an IV up to my arm, and it was an IV drip medicine, and I had to sit there for like 3 or 4 hours.
Wow.
Yeah. And they tried to get me to go back on the chemotherapies again, and I'm not having it. It's wreaked so much havoc with my body already that I told my daughter when I passed if she wanted to donate my body to one of the science hospitals, she could. And I was serious, but I have recently gotten some life insurance. Doesn't that sound crazy?
Oh, no.
That you can't
No.
even afford to bury yourself. To me, that's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, well, I don't
Yeah,
know. I'm not going to be around to worry about it, so.
I know, right?
Let whoever is left.
So the cross is looking pretty good. Who is left, Sandy?
Uh,
Kent,
yeah, he's going to be my
beneficiary and
COA. Yeah,
caretaker.
he'll be my power of attorney because I don't want
Yeah,
anything going to my brother. That's for
right.
sure.
Oh, I didn't even remember that you had a brother.
Yeah, he's in Houston, Texas.
Okay. Well, your cross is shaping up good.
Sort of.
You're trying to put the three little I don't know what you call them on the ends of the
No,
cross.
I'm not. That's
Oh, you're not?
what
Okay.
I'm trying to work out. I
Okay.
want it to be smooth, so that's why I changed tools here.
Right.
And it definitely is not going to be perfect, but I don't like perfect stuff. I
Right.
don't like it to make it look
It
like,
needs to have some personality.
yeah. I don't like it looking like it was machine made,
Right. Has to have an imperfection so that you know that it was made by somebody.
Well, there's a lot of imperfections in this one, but I just, I don't know, guys. I guess I'm weird. I just like kind of, I guess, rustic, maybe is what you'd call it. Is it,
Well, you haven't done it for a while.
Well, I really haven't done much of this Tufa stone carving at all. So
who knows, you might enjoy it. Now, me, I'd be like looking at those rocks, thinking in my head, how big of a, and I'd be taking them to bed with me. That's just what I would do. I'd be sitting there, carving on it as I'm watching TV or listening to TV.
Yeah.
I want a smart TV so I can have our videos on and be listening to anybody. So I'm glad I got a smart TV. I think it will help out in the fifth wheel up there in the fam camp.
Yep. Probably will.
Yeah, they have internet. And if there's a problem, they said you can come over in their office and sit with your laptop. But they said no one's really complained about it.
Huh.
So it must be, and I don't even know, I may be close enough to I don't know if the kids' Wi-Fi we're like on a flat area here.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Okay, Shauna says no, the Wi-Fi wouldn't reach that for it.
The stop sign or the yield sign.
It doesn't? Okay.
Well, I am so happy that Gianna bought me that extender because it really
Yeah. Oh, it's worked wonders. It's worked wonders.
Yeah.
We had an extender in my sister's house. She had a 3-story condo. I called it a townhouse. Anything that's 3 stories is a townhouse. I don't care what fancy name you give it. And she was always reminding me condo. But she had a 3-story and the internet was down on the first level. So she ended up having to get a booster as well for the 3rd level where I was at. Her bedroom was on the 2nd level and then my bedroom was on the 3rd level. So my sister was so good to me. She put a little refrigerator up there so I could put drinks and yogurt in. And
wow.
Yeah, and a coffee machine. I literally did not have to go down to the steps unless I was taking the dog down to the bathroom or if the mailman delivered a package to the door, literally.
Wow.
So she was so good to me. When I go stay with her, she just, gives me everything that I need.
That's cool.
Yeah, she's my sister. My youngest sister and I are really close. I have a brother who's right after me, and then a sister who's a year after him, and then my sister Wendy, who's 7 years younger than me. And she and I have always been very close. She would come down and babysit for me, when I had my daughter, and she was the right age. She always tells Shauna the reason why she never had any children because she learned from babysitting Shauna. I think she hurt Shauna's feelings when she told her that. Because she always thought Aunt Wendy didn't like her, but Aunt Wendy loves her, Shauna. And Aunt Wendy's sort of like Erilyn's godmother. We're not Catholic, but I had a godmother for Shauna, and Shauna has a godmother for her girls. So,
well, I don't think that's just a Catholic deal.
Okay, I didn't know I have nieces and nephews. Their mother was Catholic, so when my brother married her, he, you know, started going to church with her, and the kids were raised Catholic. And I know they always take the kids and have them baptized, and they have their godparents named at that time, a man and a woman.
Uh-huh.
And so I assumed, since I'd never seen other people do it, that it was a Catholic thing. So that was my mistake. I
No.
assumed. You know what they say when you assume?
Yeah, make an ass out of you and me.
Uh-huh. I'm good at that anyhow.
Oh man.
Oh, I wish I could just give you some energy. Not mine, but you know, somebody else's. Like maybe one of my granddaughters, because they are always on the go.
Oh yeah, that would be great.
Be running around there, carving out your stones and pouring your silver. The reason I asked you if you melted gold before, because this is what you would pour the silver or pour the gold into, right?
Correct.
I have a bracelet. It's got like 8 to 10 charms on it, and they're all indigenous to Alaska.
Uh-huh.
I got this last year, and it was put in a box of stuff that I bought from Frugal Gal. And either she tested it and her acids were bad, or she thought she tested it and she didn't. But when I looked at it, when I opened the box, and I was like, oh my gosh, Frugal, did you know that this is 14 karat gold? I texted her. I said, did you know you sent me something gold? And she said, no, I tested it and it's not real. Well, I had already been to the jewelry store, and they confirmed it as real. There's one, maybe 2 charms that's only 10 karat, but the rest of them, everything is 14 karat, and it's like a helicopter and a totem pole and
Wow.
you know, a bear and the 2 different kinds of fish, the flat-headed fish and the salmon. I mean, polar bear, a grizzly bear, an otter. I mean, an eagle, everything.
Wow.
And I am not going to post this and try to sell it. So I don't know what to do with it. So I had this brilliant idea that maybe you could melt it down.
Yeah, probably could.
And make something nice out of it, like a cross.
Yeah.
Or, you know, I don't, it's probably not a whole awful lot of gold, because, you know, the charms are small, but they're all linked together. So there's enough for something.
Yeah.
It's just, I think maybe 2 of them, I think 2 of them had different makers. So they were 10 karat instead of 14 karat, but the majority of them are 14 karat. And I took it to the jewelry store, and they said they would give me $235 for it.
Oh, wow.
You know, I went online and looked for bracelets, and I found something similar, very similar, but only about half the weight.
Yeah.
And they were selling it for $2,200.
Yeah, that's about right.
Uh-huh. So, you know, I
get
could probably get between 700 and 1,000 for that bracelet, but I don't know how to do the picture thing and transferring the pictures and all that good kind of stuff. I'm betting that if I actually sat down and tried to do it, I could teach myself how to do it. But when you push something else into my brain, something else goes out the back door, and I don't want to lose anything else out the back door that I might need.
Hey, Fran, the link is in your messenger if you want to come in, sweetie. Come on in, Fran. I haven't talked to you in a while.
Yeah, Mama, come on in.
Break time.
Okay.
It's getting there,
It's going
guys.
to be a pretty substantial cross.
It's getting there.
Yeah. That's going to make a nice pendant.
I hope so.
She put the link in the beginning of the chat. So scroll back.
No, I put a link in the messenger.
Okay. Yeah, I had one in my messenger too. That's how I jumped in.
Yeah.
It's so much easier. I don't know how I wasn't able to do it before like that. Robert just popped in and said, "How is Sandy today?"
I'm hanging in. Hanging in, guys.
Facebook Messenger.
Well, I could probably do it right here too. Let me see where I can. Oh, there she is. All right. Whoop. There she is.
Yay!
Hey,
How are
Mama.
you feeling today, Mama?
Hello, everybody.
You're
How-
sounding a little bit tired too, Mama.
Oh, I stay tired, hon.
I do too.
I probably won't be able to stay long. I'm looking for my nurse to come. She
Oh,
said
okay.
around noon, and I think she meant noon her time, which would be now. So, and I'm here by
Well,
myself,
I
so
guess we'll wait and
if
see.
she comes, I'll have to go.
All right. Well, hang with us as long as you can. And
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be so pretty.
Isn't it though, Mama?
Yes.
Cross.
Oh goodness! And I guess you drew that freehand.
She
yeah,
just
well,
carved it out there.
I'm just carving it. Basically, I'm just kind of
Oh,
going with
you
the flow
you
here.
didn't draw it on that first.
Not really. Just
Oh wow!
It's freehand.
You just have to take it slow and easy.
Yeah.
yeah,
Is that going to be silver or gold, Sandy?
silver.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just do it in silver.
Would you rather it be gold?
Oh, not really.
Okay.
You know, once I get better at carving this tufa stone, that would be all right. But
Yeah.
right now, silver's fine.
Tufa stone.
Well, the next time I send you something, I'm going to send that cross then, or that cross, that bracelet,
Okay.
so that maybe we could do something special in gold with it.
Yeah.
Oh, there she is now.
All right.
I shall return, maybe.
All right. Okay, Mom.
I'll return. Well, she's getting ready to take a little break, Mama, and then she'll come back later, and then she'll finish it later on. So she's gonna
Okay.
come back. She just has to take a little break.
Oh, yeah, she needs to. All right.
And Doris says she wants to see your rings,
Okay.
Fran.
See y'all later.
All right.
Okay. Hope everything goes well, hon.
Yeah, we'll get this. Kent went into town with Lee. He had an appointment at the doctor. God, we just spending all sorts of time at the doctor here lately. I don't know how Kent
Yeah.
puts up
Sometimes
with
it seems like it, huh?
all of us sick people around him, but he seems to manage. But once they get back, he can pull these tanks out to the
Shed. You have a shed outside, don't you?
yeah, but that's not where I'm going to do. I'm just going to do it right outside this door in the
So there's lots of air.
driveway. Yeah,
Okay.
I just don't feel like burning the house
Yeah,
down.
we don't want you to burn your house down.
Actually, I'm going to try and set up the casting in the mudroom, which is off of the kitchen, and it goes outside. You know, it's between the kitchen and the outside. So that's
So,
where I want to
Sandy,
set it up.
I wanted to let you know, I mentioned to Cindy that if it wasn't for the fact that I'm recuperating, I would jump on a plane and fly up there and stay for a couple of weeks, you know, just to,
Great.
you know, help. I said I might check into the airlines, and I have, And Cindy said, "Oh, I would be willing to pay towards a ticket for you to go visit Sandy because
There
she's
you
just
go.
worried about you as I am."
Yeah. Well,
And so don't be surprised if something like that comes to fruition.
you know, I got that airline ticket to Tucson for like 154 round trip on Alliance.
Round trip. Okay, see, I always just do one way because I never know when I'm coming back.
Right.
And that's what I would do. I put in for one way, and I found prices anywhere from 78 to 145, which that's doable.
And see, Alliance comes into Provo, which is
You know
about,
what? That was Allegiant, I think.
or Allegiant.
Yeah, that's the one that I think was like, was it 145 or was that the 78 one? Anyhow, yeah, don't be surprised if Vicky ends up on an airplane to Utah, and then I would call Dwayne and say, "Dwayne, can you pick me up at the airport, drive me to Sandy's house? I'm going to get everybody involved."
There we go.
I don't want to take an Uber to Sandy's house. I'm going to get somebody funny to drive me to Sandy's house, so I laugh the whole time. It is a couple-hour drive, right?
Yeah. Yeah. From
See,
Provo, it's
I've become so spoiled to being right next to the airport now that back home there's, you know, a 3-hour drive to Virginia to Dulles, or there's a 2.5-hour drive to Pittsburgh for the airport. So there was always a drive. And since
yeah.
I moved out here with the kids, literally the airport is 15 minutes away.
Yeah. That's how it was in Albuquerque for me, you know.
Yeah. Dresden. Are you playing a game, man? Huh? So we had Erilyn's birthday party. Her birthday was June 16th, which is in the summertime. And she said, "Mommy, but I can't invite my school friends or my daycare friends because we had her going to the daycare where Addie is and not daycare at her school." So now that she's back to school, she's at her regular daycare. But we had the birthday party after school was back so that her school friends could come. So it was 2 months late, but we took her to a place where you jump on these mats, and it ranges in age from toddler, you know, to adults over there jumping on the mattresses and doing the fancy flips and
Oh, cool.
stuff like that. Yeah. So, oh my gosh, all the kids, only a couple of kids came, but we thought more adults would play. No. Yeah, we thought the adults would be out there, and Miguel was out there with the girls, and one of the fathers was out there with his son, but not as many people came as what we thought was going to come, first of all. So the party wasn't going to cost us a fortune. It was already going to cost, you know, a little pretty penny, but
yeah,
more people came than were invited, like siblings or just people showing up,
right.
then, you know, we would have a little bit more. So turned out okay. They were having their 6th-year anniversary over the weekend. So they had a petting farm there.
Oh, really?
They had food trucks outside, a snow cone machine truck, and then, you know, hot dogs and something else outside. And so they were providing extra things for the, you know, the weekend for their anniversary, and it was just really cool for the kids to see the animals. Addie had never seen, Addie is my 2.5-year-old, when she had never seen a goat up close in person, or
yeah,
a chicken or a duck. So for her, that was thrilling. At first she was a little bit scared.
yeah.
And then once, you know, she got used to it, then yeah, so that was a new experience for her, and she loved it.
Cool.
So I would recommend it, but it was a little bit pricier than what all of her other birthday parties have been, you know, Chuck E. Cheese and that kind of thing. But the older your kid gets, the more expensive their party's going to be. That's just how it goes, you know.
And somebody's, you know, parent is going to overdo it and go and, you know.
We ordered 5 pizzas for everybody and ended up bringing home 3.5 pizzas.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we really didn't have the guests that we thought we were going to have. The ones who did come had a blast. Yeah.
I don't know, guys. I may have screwed this up. I may have started it too close to the top, but we'll see. We'll see if it works. If it doesn't, then it's a good learning lesson and we'll
Yes.
start over.
Even if there's a jagged something, you can buff it off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Not real worried about getting it
Right.
really, really smooth. Just,
It's looking really nice. I can't wait to see it.
well, what I want to do is once I get this done, then I want to take it down just a little bit all the way around it so it has kind of like a lip on
Yes.
it.
Yes, I gotcha.
So, but I'm just not moving real fast today.
And Dar says the old rugged cross.
Yeah. But I just have to get this cross thing out of my brain because it's consuming me. I can't think of anything else. So,
Oh, well, then that's time to work on it. If it's
Yeah.
consuming you, then you need to do it.
it's like,
You won't be
gotta-
good for nothing else.
yeah,
You do it.
gotta get this done, kids, because I want to move on to something else and it's not letting me. So we'll get this worked around and this is sort of like watching grass grow, isn't it, guys?
Sort of like watching what? Asthma?
Grass grow.
Oh, grass grow.
I don't know how
Well,
exciting.
if we could hear the scraping of your tool on the cross on that Tufa stone,
Uh-huh.
it would be an ASMR video.
Well, it really isn't making that
I
much.
haven't had to use melatonin for several months now. And if I'm having a problem going to sleep, I will put on a thunderstorm video.
Uh-huh.
You hear the rain,
Yeah.
and I can sleep like a baby when it's raining.
Wow.
On a metal roof, I used to live with my grandmother in her big double wide trailer. Oh my, I can remember how that sounds.
Yeah.
I tried listening to a new one that they put up, a new video that they put up that said winter storms.
Uh-huh.
You know, being raised in Pennsylvania, you hear that wind howl. I mean, you know you're having a storm
Yeah.
in Pennsylvania. And my bedroom is in the middle, and then the next house extends to the right and then has the L going down that way. So it's like a U, and our house and garage is half of the U and they're half of the U.
Uh-huh.
And the bottom of the U faces the front road. My bedroom, Carolyn's bedroom faces the front of the road. So we hear the trash truck on Monday,
Yeah.
all the good stuff. And there's a guy out there with a motorcycle, and he is driving me flip and loony, coming in at I can't say all hours, but 10 or 11 o'clock. That's, 10
Yeah.
o'clock they do taps. They started doing taps, and I wouldn't, no matter what I'm doing, I will, put my phone down. I'm always watching a video. So I'll always put my phone down and put my hand on my heart and listen to taps. I used to play taps for veteran funerals when I was in school.
Yeah, I could hear taps and reveille from my trailer in Albuquerque.
Isn't that cool? I
Yeah.
mean, we have revelry at 7 in the morning and then 5 in the evening when most people are getting off work. And the deal is when they're playing that, you have to stop the car and acknowledge.
Yeah.
I mean, everything on the base stops at
Cool.
5 o'clock, and you have to stand and face the nearest direction where you can hear it coming from. So, so then 7 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and then 10 o'clock. But I love that 10 o'clock one the best.
Yeah.
And they just started doing that like a couple of months ago. Shauna said to me, I had heard it a couple of nights, and she said to me one night, when did they start playing taps? I said, about a week ago.
Huh.
So, yeah, it just reminds me of, just brings back a good memory for me.
Yeah.
A time of when I was in the prime of my life and doing fun things. And I always, and they paid me for doing it. I would do it out of respect, but they would come and get me out of school to play taps for the funeral. I loved it.
That's
Anything
cool.
to do with band, I was in love with. I still get interested musically sometimes in things, and I have to step back and say, I cannot play it anymore, you know?
Yeah. What instrument did you play?
Trumpet.
Nice.
Yeah. And in my senior year, my parents bought for me for a Christmas gift, and it didn't get here on time. So they actually upgraded the trumpet that they bought to me. It was supposed to be there for Christmas, the day before Christmas, and it didn't come. Someone walked off with it from someone's truck, and they had to get a new one.
Oh,
And
wow.
so they upgraded it. So I ended up with a sterling silver Stradivarius Bach.
Wow.
Yeah, which is a concert instrument. If anybody knows anything about music, anything Stradivarius Bach is
Right.
like the best.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know they made trumpets. I knew they made violins, but I didn't know they made
Right.
trumpets.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I ended up getting the trumpet in January. And at the end of January, the beginning of February, I actually was the first person from our school to ever qualify to go to Pennsylvania All-State Band. And I went and performed in Hines Hall.
Cool.
Yeah, it was fun. I can honestly say that my high school years, I put a lot into them, so I got a lot out of them.
Yeah.
My younger sister Wendy, and my daughter Shauna, they, didn't care for most of the people. They didn't have, they didn't have as much fun at school as I did. I'm gonna put it that way. So they don't go for the class reunions, whereas I go every time they have them, every 5 years. As a matter of fact, this coming May is it my 40 year, Shauna? 80. I graduated in 80. So 20, yeah, that'll be 40 years. Dang.
Well, I went to my
told on
50th. I went to my 50th last year.
Did you? Was it fun?
Yeah, it was.
See, I have fun at every single one of mine, and my group of friends, they plan it every 5 years, and they send out the invitations, and I make sure they have my address. And so the last time I went, me and another lady from Scottsdale, Arizona, traveled the farthest. So we got to split whatever the gift was that they had. It was maple syrup and candy. So we split that up, and we each got half the prize. So it was fun.
Yeah. Oh, hell, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. All the cool kids weren't so cool anymore.
Right. Yes. All the cheerleaders.
They looked like they'd been rode hard and put away wet.
Yeah.
They just looked pretty haggard.
Yeah.
And then there were a couple.
I come from a small town, and one of my best friends from high school, she looks the same now.
Yeah.
After 2 of them. they both look the same as what we did in high school. And I'm insane. Well, you know what? I'm not actually insanely jealous because I weighed, 220 pounds when I graduated high school. I went to go hug one of my friends the first time I went, one of my guy friends, and he backed up and put his arms up and he's like, "Who is trying to hug me?" And I'm like, "Really? You're kidding me. Look in my eyes."
Yeah. Look into my eyes.
Yes. He was like, "Vicky Porter?" I said, "Yep."
You're half the way you were.
And then, of course, that night I had so many people sitting around my table, people who never talked to me in school, mind you.
Yeah.
And everybody was trying to talk to me, probably just to say hi and, how'd you lose the weight, da 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 da, that kind of thing. But yeah, people who never talked to me in school were trying to be my best friend at the class reunion.
Oh gosh.
Tranquilizer. Vicky, please tell Sandy you need to add Ella from Germany to the
I see her. I'm sorry, I didn't see you in the backstage there. There you are, Ella.
Oh, here comes Ella from Germany.
Hi. Hi, everyone.
How are you
Nice to
today,
see you again. Hello. Waving my hand.
That's the only bad thing about this is that, you have to add the people.
Yeah, they can't just,
Yeah.
Okay. It's
Well,
almost 7:30 here in Germany.
oh,
So
wow.
we had a nice day today.
Oh,
Was
good.
nearly 30 degrees Celsius.
Wow, so it's cold in Germany today.
It's Celsius, not Fahrenheit.
Oh, 30. Yeah, that's warm.
Oh,
That's pretty.
yeah. Okay.
So let me have a look. It was 28. So give me a chance. I always use online. So it's 82 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it
yeah.
was a sunny day.
No, it's
Really
hot.
sunny.
She said
And-
30 degrees Celsius, and I did Fahrenheit, and I said, "Oh,
no.
it's cold." I was talking to my daughter. She said, "That's not cold."
No.
No, her
I
mom's just a goofball.
I just wear it. I'll go barefoot in the apartment and only a t-shirt. It's not
Yeah.
that cold.
Yeah. That's okay.
Storage Pirate said he just sent a picture of the cross through Messenger. He said, "Just an idea."
Okay. That. All right. So this is the 4 hole that I'm going to put the silver down.
You need to act fast when silver is melted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will. So.
Welcome, Ricardo.
Okay, so now let me get that a little bit more. What you want to do is you want to make it as easy to flow. You don't want any going around corners or anything like that. You just want a straight shot down. So that. All right. So you also need to give it air holes. So
Okay.
if you're if you're pouring, if you can imagine, you got another piece on top of this, and you've got it
Mhm.
set where you're going to pour it in here. Okay, so you've got air in here, and you're going to pour hot metal into it. So you need a way for the air to escape so the hot metal can fill this up. So what I do is I just take and vent it. I'm just going to vent it, which is just carving some lines in it to let the air have a place to go.
Bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I probably do more than you need to, but I want the whole thing to fill up. So
Right, you want it to be solid and not have air holes in it. I gotcha.
Looks like a kind of spider net.
yeah. Yeah.
Looks like one of those alien crop
No
Yeah.
details. No details.
Yeah. There you go.
alien crop pictures or whatever.
You didn't know I was an alien, did you?
In another life or now?
Now I'm an alien.
Well, I forgot to tell you, I'm an alien too. We must be from different sides of the planet.
Yeah, cool.
Uh-huh. Well, that's nice. Interspecies.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of us, huh?
Uh-huh. They have enough of us up there on their planet, huh?
That's what it looks like, guys.
Oh, I can't wait.
So I don't know if I don't think Kent is back yet. Because I think he would have bought the medication over here. So
Yeah.
get back over to this camera and get this out of the way so I can see. There we go. All right. So let's do that. There we go, guys. I'm gonna turn that light out because it's bugging me.
You're actually looking a little bit better than you did in the beginning of the video. I think
Yeah, I was moving stuff around to set this up, and I didn't have my oxygen on until I sat down. So
Oh,
that
you need to keep that on all the time.
probably.
Of course, I'm guessing you have to shut it off when you're working with the torch.
No, not really. I'm gonna go get some more iced tea. I'll be right back.
Okay. How's everybody doing today? I still don't
There are
see your
almost
picture,
15
Ella,
people
but at
in the
least
chat.
you're here with us. Listen to the dogs bark.
Yeah. So we are live at Sandy's.
Yes, we're live, and Sandy went to go fill up her iced tea.
Quite good idea.
Mm-hmm. Now, did you find it easier to get on, Ella, with StreamYard than Hangouts or Hangouts?
I was very familiar with Hangouts because
Okay.
I was doing Hangouts a lot of times, but I think it's more comfortable. Even the sound quality and
And
pictures
the picture
are
quality, yes, StreamYard
Yeah.
appears to be better.
high class experience, really.
All
Do
right.
you need a break, Sandy?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a break here and see because I'm gonna have to get Kent to
Okay.
set the stuff up outside.
Yeah, you need to relax.
So
Get in small steps forward.
yeah. Okay, well, it's still early. It's only 11:30 here. So I will see if I can find Kent and we'll get the stuff out there. And I think with this extender, I'm going to be okay with the internet out there on the driveway. So, and it's overcast today, so we should be able to
Right.
So guys, I think I'm going to jump off here for a little while, and it'll probably be an hour or so. I'm going to lay
Okay.
down for a minute and then get this set up. And so look for the notifications, and we'll see if we can't finish this cross that I've been working on for what, a month now? Craziness. So guys, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming in. And I will see you guys soon.
See you in a little bit.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.